Stop trying to eat 100% clean this year if you want to lose body fat. If you are someone that is trying to get in shape and it's hardest at the start of the year when all of these things are new and you're trying to create all these good habits at the same time, it's not really realistic to do 100% clean. And if you do this, you will probably lose weight rapidly, but then you're going to put that weight back on when you can't sustain that really boring diet that you've created where there's no fun foods factored in, and you just end up eating chicken, rice and broccoli out of Tupperwares, and you become a hermit that lives in a cave and never goes out, sees your friends and family. It's a pretty depressing existence. You might lose some weight in the short term, but I'm going to give you some simple tips that you can apply to make your diet more fun and interesting, actually adhere to longer term so that you get better results in the gym and you see better longer term changes in shape this year. The first thing to think about is the 80-20 rule. Think of 80% of your foods as good quality food sources. 20% can be absolute rubbish, all right? The reason this is so effective is because the 80% is going to actually cover all the nutrients that your body needs. Think things like meat and fish or vegan protein sources, a range of fruit and veg, drinking plenty of water, variety of carb sources, and filling your plates with these single ingredient foods, good quality foods. Now, instead of trying to eat 100% clean all the time, 20% of the diet can be rubbish, and the way that you spread this across the week means that it's going to be more sustainable and you can actually factor in the social stuff that you want to do. So I'll give you an example. One of my clients likes to have a takeout on a weekend on a Saturday. So he knows that that needs to be his higher calorie day. So instead of looking at your calorie target, which you can calculate online, put in your height, weight, details, figure out a calorie target relevant for you. Instead of looking at a day in isolation and trying to hit that target every single day and be perfect, go a little bit below that target for the days that you know you're staying in, and then you deliberately have a higher calorie day where you are looking forward to that junk food. So deliberately having one bit of junk food each week means that you've got something to look forward to. You can spread your calories across the week, hit your targets, and then not have to sacrifice that meal out and the foods you enjoy. So my client found that by doing this, he had something to look forward to and he was more adherent with his diet. Therefore, he's seeing better results, and the same will be true for you. The next thing that you can do is try to moderate some snacks that are more fun for you. So simple tweaks you can make is if you have a craving for chocolate or ice cream, go for a protein bar instead of a chocolate bar, or go for skinny popcorn, skinny ice cream, lower calorie ice cream alternatives, and try to cut out the foods that you know you're going to binge on. So for example, for me, I always give the example of going to the shops, being hungry, which is never a good idea. If you go to the food shops when you're hungry and then I reach for a massive bag of Doritos, 1,000 calories, I'm probably going to polish the whole thing off and not ration that across the week because I'm not a psychopath. So if you have foods that you know that you'll binge on, then don't buy them. However, if you have those foods that you enjoy and you know you can factor in a little bit of those into your daily calories, then definitely do that, because you can easily fit in 200-300 calories per day of small cake, small chocolate bar, nice foods off plan that keep you satisfied, and you're still hitting your nutritional targets in terms of macros, so calories, protein, carbs, fat, but also micros being micronutrients, vitamins, minerals that your body needs and requires, because we do need actual quality foods to function, and you'll notice that your energy levels at work will not be as good if you're just eating terrible foods, which I definitely noticed over the Christmas period. So if you're watching this in the new year, you'll know exactly what I mean, where you're grazing on those foods and the quality of your nutrition will definitely impact energy levels and mood. Remember that in order to be successful with the fat loss phase and to keep the body fat off for good, you need something you can actually adhere to longer term and sustain. So this is why this can be so effective, to set up your diet in such a way that you could do it for the entire year and actually get in the shape that you want and stay there. Because it's all well and good losing weight rapidly, but think of it like this: if you spent years previously gaining body fat, you can't really expect it to come off in 2 weeks. You have to expect it to take longer this year. The problem is people get impatient, they look for shortcuts which don't really exist. You'll just be wasting your money on these supplements or shortcuts that you see online, and there's no getting around the fact that you've got to put the work in and create the calorie target, find what you need to be eating, take an estimate of that, start tracking your calories or applying some form of portion control to get your calories down. Then weigh yourself regularly to see if your body weight's coming down. If it is, great, you're in a calorie deficit. If you're not, you need to adjust the calories down, reduce your portion sizes, and then continue to increase activity levels, and you will lose that body fat. But I promise you, if you set up your diet in such a way that you're trying to eat 100% clean, you probably won't sustain it and you're going to be bored to death. So take the approach that I've talked about in this video. Promise you, you'll see fast results. If you found this useful, drop the video a like, hit subscribe if you're new to the channel for more simple fat loss and muscle building tips, and I'll see you on the next video.